Morning, everybody. Trying to get this set up. Oh, let's see here.
That's really
Morning,
behind.
everybody. Yeah, it's really behind. Let's see. Who all do we got in here? What's digging here?
Ed. I'll be there in a few.
Okay. We got Polar Bear Ed's Garage, Sandy, Bocce. How you feeling, Bocce? Hope feeling better. Oh, we got Lucky's house in here. Morning, Lucky. Sea Monster 6. Morning, Uncle Steve. Let's see. Did you bring the donuts? No. Didn't bring no
No,
donuts.
you don't have no donuts.
Heck, I'm lucky to have coffee right now.
He's lucky to be out of bed. Couldn't get him up this morning.
Oh, it was a rough week. Rough week, and one more week before deer season starts for bow season.
And 3 weeks till vacation.
Yeah, 3 weeks till vacation.
And then we're going to be whipped when we get back.
I have to go first.
I hope so. I heard he took a week and a half off.
Me too. So, what's everybody doing this morning? Probably same as me, trying to get awake. Morning, Junkyard. Oh,
Yes, I got a haircut.
bocce. I'm lucky to be awake. Your first run on the new tractor was cool. No, the first run on the new tractor was painful. That was a bad ride.
Thanks, Uncle Steve. It's just morning dew right now. It's nice and cool.
That new tractor, Lucky, is an animal. And for the kind of weight that was on that sled, I was surprised that that tractor picked it right back up and right back on its ass it went. And whew, it was a bad ride. Didn't know how to weight it. New chassis first time out. So we're gonna take it out again next weekend.
Next Sunday?
And yep, hopefully we can get it weighted right and see what we can do. But we still took a first. So, but it was rough getting there. Yeah, it's got some power.
And they're lucky I didn't get on it because I would have never got back on.
What do you got running there?
Mine.
Oh boy. So what's everybody doing? Anything exciting? Bocce, how's the COVID stuff coming at your house? Hopefully everyone's about over that stuff.
Yeah. We don't need it.
And now the family doctor finally just told Sandy that she needs to go get this COVID shot. So we're in a dilemma on that, on what to do. Is Ed going to get the donuts? No, Ed's probably not out of the shower yet.
And he's probably making coffee or making cigarettes.
Yeah, it's hard to say about Ed. But he'll be out. No.
Ed, you're not going and buying donuts for all of us.
Yeah, where's the donuts at, Ed?
I think you brought the donuts up, Ed. Yeah, you want to know who has the donuts. That was the first thing in the chat.
Yeah, Lucky, I hadn't seen you on. I was wondering what you was doing or if the new relationship was really kicking off for you or what. You kind of divorced us all. don't know, junkyard. Taking a break. Yep. Sometimes you have to do that, Lucky. Just walk away and regroup with it.
We did that for a little while, Lucky. We took a break. Not very long, but
Ed Bocci wants to know, can you at least bring coffee for her? I don't know. That's 3 weeks away, Bocce, whenever we get out to Texas. Is there any tractor pulls or anything out there in Texas?
why, you want to take tractors?
Ed will eat all the donuts? Nah, junkyard. He'll eat a few, I bet you.
Hey, maybe we can come back up and stop by and see Uncle Steve.
uh, we possibly could, because we are going to be on our way back from North Carolina, or from Texas. We're going to be in North Carolina to see Shell, so we could probably swing down and see Steve and them.
You don't have his phone number, though, do you?
No, I don't have his phone number. I
Hey,
have
Uncle
to
Steve,
get his number.
send Mark a private message today and give us your phone number because we're going to be down that way on our way back from Texas. Maybe we can get together and have dinner.
He haul stuff, Bocce? Come on now. Let's see. Trying to keep up with the chat. So hopefully people are going to do something pretty good today. We're going to work in the shop till noon. Then I think I'm going to hook the boat up and go to the lake.
And he's going fishing, and I got to work.
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of fishing, but I have a motor a 9.8 Mercury that I just went through, and the kid won't put it on the boat because he's scared of it. So I'm going to put it on my bass tracker on my kicker plate and run it today to see how it does.
He's afraid of it because I fixed it.
Exactly. Because Mom worked on it.
And you got to give a thumbs up to Mom because Mom fixed it.
She did. It was really cool. Let's see. I'm probably going to go to sleep, roll over and sleep some more. Oh my gosh, Bocce. Got to get up and move around. Get out in that sunshine and burn that stuff off. Oh, Lordy. And this is funny because Bocce's the lady that never sleeps. And now she's sleeping away.
Yeah.
It'll all be good.
Uh-oh. Got some bearded fella in the basement making faces.
Oh, he's in the shop already. What do you call that?
Hello, everybody. I'm the Moose.
Oh, Lordy.
Already in the shop?
Yeah, I've been out here for a couple hours.
Well, good news is they finally come and picked up the four-wheeler and the Troy built rototiller. All that's gone.
Good deal.
15 to 20 hours a day, Bocce. What the heck? That's a lot of sleep.
I had to take a phone call from my daughter.
Oh boy, everything good with her?
Yeah.
That's good.
She needed somebody to talk to for a couple minutes, so
Uh-huh.
She isn't at work.
She's
No.
probably just getting off.
No.
No.
She ain't there no more. Or?
Oh yeah, she's still there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, whenever they say it's time to make the donuts, your daughter's definitely making donuts.
Yeah.
What is that scrap iron back there on that bench?
Over there?
Yeah,
Right there?
yeah,
It's a boat anchor.
I see that.
We're going to use it for fish habitat.
There you go.
I did find something out about it though.
What's that?
It's got about an inch longer push rods than the standard Kohler.
What is that? Is that a Magnum?
That's yours.
That ain't mine.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, I ain't never seen that thing before in my life.
It's because it's taking up residency here.
It's gonna grow roots.
No, I used one of my adjustable push rods out of my engine, and it's not long enough to set the push rod length.
That's what I was afraid of.
It's about, I got it extended all the way that it'll go, and it's still about 3/4 of an inch short. So
What'd you do that for?
I don't know. I guess I always come up short.
That's what I'm always been told. But I'm just a little guy around there.
Oh gosh.
But I don't know. So how are we gonna figure this out? Cut a stick, piece of dowel rod.
Now I looked on Amazon. I can buy ones that are an inch longer than what I have, and I'll have it by Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, because once we get that figured out. But I'm thinking that picture that somebody sent me is probably the push rods that they generally use.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking about that. In fact, I was thinking about that yesterday on that. I have to look back through them photos. It's a factor of putting two and two together.
Ed Lucky wants to know what you've been working on.
Top secret. Oh Lordy.
No, Bocce. I'll probably it's coming. It's gonna come from Amazon. I still got to. Well, I got to check Summit first, see what their prices are on them for the test adjustable push rods, and whichever one's the cheaper and can get them to me the quickest. I'll go that route.
FedEx, you'll never get it.
Actually, I just got a FedEx delivery. I ordered on Monday and I got it Wednesday.
Well, I come home from work the other day, and I have an Amazon box sitting outside my shop.
Huh. Imagine that.
And I have no clue where it come from.
That's a good thing.
Maybe. I don't know what's in it. I haven't opened it yet.
Might be a big box of COVID.
That's what I'm thinking.
Never know.
You know, it's kind of heavy. It rattles.
Wow.
But then also I have another package earlier in the week sitting on my back porch. It's even bigger.
Yeah.
About the same weight. But,
Uh-huh.
but it's squishy.
Yeah.
Bocce.
Yeah.
This gets too anxious for some people.
Hey, how you doing, Sparky? Good morning.
Hey, Sparky, what's happening?
See,
Haven't seen him in a while.
I forgot to say hi, Lucky. Hi, Sparky. Hi, Bocce. Hi, everybody. Hi, Junkyard.
Okay, what?
what?
Yeah, Bocce. That package is making some weird noises in the living room there, so it might be a puppy. Maybe I should open it up and find out. And might need food.
Yeah, you might need to
It
feed
might.
that thing. Been away in a hot tub for a few days. Don't you know you only cook lobsters in hot tubs, Sparky? Because when you get out of a hot tub, you look like a lobster.
I could have used a hot tub the other day.
Whew. After that ride I took on that tractor, I could have used one for about a week straight. Good God.
Hey, did you like that little clip I posted?
Yeah, Sandy showed that to me, and I was like, what the hell?
Hey, that turned out good.
Yeah, I like the music behind it. I just wish I could use it on YouTube.
Yeah. The only thing I kept thinking was every time that sled kept hitting that tractor, it was going to tear up my damn tractor, and I had to just keep going.
Me, it probably would have rolled me.
But guess what? We still beat the John Deere. That's the main thing.
And I couldn't even get mine to come off the line, and I still took third place.
Right,
Yep.
right. And the fuel was in, and I could not get up there to get it.
Okay.
Paid for and everything. Somebody's just got to go in and tell them Sandy Tucker, and it's already paid for and everything. It just needs picked up.
Well, maybe I'll try to swing over Monday night after work.
If you could, but they're only open, I think, till 4:00.
Ooh.
That's what I said. It's making it rough on me to get there unless I get my daughter-in-law to go up.
Well, let me see if I got parts to pick up over in Canton. I might be able to swing by during the day.
Right. Yeah, I think they're only it's 3 or 4:00.
Let me see.
She's looking now.
8 to 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30.
I could make it over there by 4:30.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to go into the little building. All you do is go into the garage and tell the guy, give the guy my name, and he'll give it to you. It's already paid.
Yep. Morning, Froggy.
I bought it and they were out.
Yep. So, back to the issue of the fuel, our last poll. He said that if that fuel had came from him and he shipped it to another guy to sell, that fuel would have been at least 3 years old.
I don't know where the place I got it from.
Yeah, because what it is
Through
he
that,
told me I could get all of it I wanted. And then about a month and a half ago, it started going like hotcakes.
Yeah. Well, everybody's back to racing.
Right.
But
But one of them is still sitting there and they still have tons of it.
the M1, they got a whole bunch of it. So do not purchase any M1 because it's going to be old fuel. So, and back to the plastic jug, it robs the fuel.
Okay.
But VP has a jug that you can purchase that has some type of coating inside of that jug that it will not rob the potency of the fuel, according to VP.
Yeah. I looked up on their website too, but I think they only come in a 5-gallon.
Yeah,
jug.
it's a great big jug with a hose on it and everything. But I just assumed to use the can and be done with it.
Well, I'm going to empty that can right there out,
Right.
And clean it out.
Leave it.
See, hot tub in the UK is the best thing for getting rid of
Social media.
social media. Yeah, I agree, Sparky, because sometimes social media gets way out of control. Me, I use it for a good time, meet people, and I like to keep it clean and drama left at the door, not needed on this channel. Morning, Poland and the dude. the M1 is good as long as it is sealed container. Uh, I've heard that too, Comet, but you know, if the fuel has sat in a warehouse 2, 3 years, I don't know. We got a brand new can of fuel and both tractors. Both tractors had such a fuel problem. For me to get down the track, I had to lean mine out 3 turns on my carburetor to get it to run. But I also had some seafoam mixed with my fuel
And it ran.
because of the tractor sitting, and it ran.
Right.
Ed never got off the line,
And he didn't have seafoam in his, right?
and he didn't have seafoam in his. So we keep ours in a metal can. Yeah, we had ours in plastic, and I think that was an issue rather than fuel. I could be wrong, but it's just stuck in my head because both tractors did the same thing.
And I checked this can back here after we got home, well, Monday evening. I can stick my nose right over it. It don't burn my nose. It don't, it don't have that pungent smell.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'll tell you what, the new can, you won't stick your nose over it. I guarantee it.
right.
Yeah, and cold doesn't help. That's right. It really wasn't that cold. I think what it was, 69? 69?
At the track when I was pulling out, it was 66 degrees. When we got up on the hill and started coming home, it went up to like 67, 68 because I had my window down the whole way home.
Right.
But it was also we were down in that valley, and that dew
Moisture, yeah.
Yeah,
was setting in hard. So
right. But I normally never have to lean my carburetor out that much to run.
no,
And it went a whole three or 3.5 turns that I had to lean it back out to get down the track that night.
Yeah, we did even during the day, though.
Right.
well, and I was thinking, because since that carbon intake was off my old small motor, I was thinking I was going to have to open it up, and I couldn't.
Right. Too cold? That's not that cold, but
That's great temperatures.
yeah, it's comfortable.
It was freezing.
It's by the thermometer, it's like 64 out here in the shop right now.
Right. Comet pulling, that's why a lot of these, when we go to the indoor pools, you see all these tractors with heat lamps on the motors so that they can fire it a lot easier
In the winter.
in these winter months. The alcohol just does not like the cold to fire.
But it's cool. It's cool in the summertime though, when your intake gets all frosty. You put your beverage right there.
Mhm. It'll cool it down. Time to get the thermals out. Oh, gee, manies. I'd burn up in that kind of heat with thermals.
Yeah, I mean, I had my jacket on. Well, you did too, but that was the only reason I put my jacket on is because I didn't want the dew to set in on it.
Yeah.
Make it wet.
Well, I don't care who knows. I was cold, but I'm also on them blood thinners too.
I got a little more insulation.
Yeah. No, we don't use any ether. That's one thing I'm not a firm believer of putting ether in that motor.
One of these days, I might have an engine I have to start on ether.
My diesel, I don't even have to fire on ether.
I love watching them the cold start videos of the big pulling tractors, the big diesels.
Yeah, they'll use 2 cases of ether to get it fired.
Double fisting that sucker into the turbo.
Yeah. Can after can after can until it picks up on its own.
Yep. So it gets enough heat in that engine to start firing.
Yep.
And everybody says ether hurts diesel motors. You know.
It just depends on what if you use the type that's got the upper cylinder lube to help them.
Right.
Oh yeah, Ed, and I need you to come over here one of these days and show me how to work our external drive.
Okay.
Our
Because you
computer's
were-
crashing.
You were saying something about I got to set it a different way because it was trying to take everything.
Yeah, you just have to set it so that when you like save a file or something like that, you can set it up so that it'll automatically go to that, or it'll save on the computer. Then you can just move it over there.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to move a lot of our files because it's running really slow.
Yeah.
With all of it, but I don't know how to do that, so we're
Well, I
going
just
to you help.
I just took almost 10 gigs off of my laptop in the house and put it on my external hard drive. And it's helped it a little bit, but
Well, I'm doing like a 8 or 10 minute video, uploading it, and making a movie, and it's taken almost an hour and a half.
welcome to my world.
We never had that issue.
We never had that.
I told her I think we're going to have to take some stuff out of the computer. Just
Yeah.
delete it completely.
Yeah, you can switch it over onto the external hard drive. But I was out here yesterday when I got home from work, and this laptop, I had to basically go in and reboot everything because my camera wouldn't hook up. I couldn't get on the internet. Well, I could get on the internet, but it was super slow. So I had to go in and dump a bunch of stuff off and empty the histories and cheese and everything else, and had to actually download a couple of drivers for my serial port thing here and camera
Uh-huh.
to get everything hooked back up.
Okay.
Well, that's the problem that we're having. We go and bring the computer up, and then it just freezes.
Yeah.
And then you got to literally force it to shut down to get everything to restart up. And I told her, I said, well, either we got to get it fixed or we got to throw it out and get another one.
Yeah, that sounds like a storage. Sounds like you got too much stuff stored on the computer itself. And
I mean, it still shows we got a lot of open space, but I think it's just slowing it down.
yeah, it has to process all that information
Right.
from what I've been. I'm no computer tech, but from what I've been told,
Right.
that's what it takes. Hey, Donnie.
Morning,
Hey.
Don.
What's
Morning.
going on, guys?
Not much. You working today?
I'm headed in there right now.
Ah, you worked last night.
Yeah, I took Monday.
He's freezing up.
But anyhow, I'm off next weekend. Maybe you can stop over. We'll go to breakfast, and then you can come over and help me.
How
get
about
that
now?
off. There you are.
There you are.
Okay. Yeah, I just come out of the driveway. Must have disconnected from the house Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Where in the heck did you have to
Yeah, I
haul?
got the alert, and I figured I'd jump on with you this morning, running in there.
There you go. Where'd you haul to last night?
What was it? Had to take a 150-foot boom down to Marietta, then go to the east side, out the east end of Pittsburgh, pick up a telehandler and bring back.
Oh, okay.
Well, first had to go to East Liverpool in the morning, pick that 150, bring it back so they could check it out. So I got out of there about 7 o'clock last night.
Holy smokes. Yep, got to make it while it's there.
That's it. How you been doing?
Oh, doing pretty good.
Good morning, Ed. I did see you in there.
I said good morning.
Oh, Lordy. So you're just now heading into the shop then?
Yeah, I got 5 deliveries got to make this morning. First one isn't till 7:30, so I wasn't getting in a real hurry.
Right.
So have you been out pulling?
I just did sample shootout, Portage County, Stark County Fair, Hookstown. Yeah, that's it. Just them.
Did you do any good?
What was it? Won the shootout again. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that down there for Darlene. I've got 4 hooks there, 3 first and 1 second.
You can't
So-
complain about that.
But that that's what Helen, we were talking. She said that tractor always loved that Winona track.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, I screwed up at Stark County and was grabbing the wrong gear. But, I think I finished 3rd overall at Hookstown, 4th overall at Stark County, and Portage was just a mess.
Yeah, my first run on the new one, we got it last weekend, last Saturday night at Stumptown. And
I
man,
seen the video.
I took a bad ride on that tractor. I don't know how to weight it first time out, and it's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, that video that you posted of that
Uh-huh.
looked a lot like my Portage County run because I misread that track and took too much off the front end.
Oh my God. That is a ride, let me tell you.
You got a boom? Is that your old chassis?
No, that's a aftermarket chassis.
Okay.
Everything, and it's lighter and everything, and we're gonna run it again next Sunday and see what it does next pull.
You're gonna put more weight on the front this
But I'm
time.
gonna load that thing for bear
Yeah.
Well,
to
and
see what it's gonna do.
don't forget, Mark, we actually moved that motor forward about 4 or 5 inches too.
Yeah,
So it
Oh,
would have
did you?
been a real wild ride if we wouldn't have done that.
it's a new chassis, new motor, everything, and that's not even my big motor yet. That's a small motor.
When I saw that, I mean, it was dark, wasn't getting a good shot. I thought it might have been the creeping chassis.
No,
No.
creeping is no more. We tore it all down, and
That frame was done on
the
creeping.
frame was all cracked up and everything. So we went with a aftermarket frame on this.
Who'd you go with?
Ed, what's the guy's name?
Brunswick chassis?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's whose chassis. In fact, I purchased 5 of them.
Yeah.
So
Everybody I know, well, everybody in our class, the 5K class,
right.
me and Kurt Richards are the only one running stock chassis, and he's got a Brunswick chassis. He just hasn't had time to put it together yet.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about that chassis. They're torquing really bad. But everybody told me if I stiffen the frame, that it'll be even worse yet to drive it.
Yeah, you want that thing, you want it flexing.
Yeah, it's flexing a lot.
Yeah, don't get nervous about that. But I know guys are talking just what I'm paying attention in them. And it's going to throw you for a loop. And I don't know, because I don't think you ever ran this much on creeping and stuff like that. But dude, you're going to be having to hang about 50, 60 pounds minimum on that front end.
That's what you were saying when we was down there.
I found that out on that last ride, the first ride that I took on the tractor. And it was like, okay, where in the shit did this come from?
Yeah.
You only had 30 pounds on there?
40.
40?
I had 40 out on the front.
Yeah, you're going to have to hang a lot out there, even when you want to pull it. And you'll have to find that line that you're going to find that there's a 10 pounds. 10 pounds is okay, and if you pull 10 pounds too much, you're going to be redoing your Stumptown ride.
Oh yeah, and that was a bad ride. Let me tell you, I didn't, especially right out of the gate. That thing took a hard left-hand turn on me.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know if it was something not aligned right or something in the frame, you know, but we're going to try it again. I know it wasn't tire pressures because I did my tire pressures and everything before I made the run. And whew, that thing, it was an animal to hang on to that thing.
Hey, that was an experienced driver that did keep it from going out of bounds. I don't know how, but you got lucky.
Yeah, I kept it in there. Our main thing was I didn't want to not get a first. I drove the hell out of that thing.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't want to not get a first either, but
At least you placed.
yeah, because the sled pushed me forward.
Hey, you still got a third. I mean, what the heck? But, you know, clean the dust off my computer, maybe go live. There you go. Space with everybody.
Yeah, I told him once I seen that tractor done, that was it. I'm getting on it.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
I think that that hook had a lot to do with the track itself, because if you look down that track, it was leaning to that side anyways.
Well, yeah.
That track was rough as a cob.
Yeah, I mean, nobody, everybody I've talked to, and I've kicked the idea a couple years, but you know, my tractor still hangs with the front with the stock frame and all those. I mean, we've modified it, we've stretched it. You know, me and DJ and Dylan, we've done a lot of work to it to make it work.
Right.
And as long as I'm up in the front and I'm winning, you know, I think I'm going to try being that different guy, and I'll stay with the make this work. And
Right.
you know, when it gets to that point, if I got to go that way, or I get smart and get rid of everything before then.
Right.
You get rid of everything.
Well,
Since I ain't done that by now, I doubt it will happen.
Mark's been saying that for years, and then here comes a new tractor.
Well, I enjoy building them. I like monkeying with it to see what I can get out of it. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it's just a big kaboom.
hmm hmm
You know, it is what it is.
Yep.
But sometimes it's a mighty expensive kaboom.
Oh yeah.
But
Just creeping was twice.
just
3
creeping,
times.
yeah, just creeping was a top-notch tractor. We went down there to Columbus and won that indoor pull down there, but the motor had blown up twice before we ever got down there.
Yeah.
No,
No,
that was after we went down there. It blew up.
right. So you know
It blew up once in the garage. It didn't even make it out of the garage.
That's the ones that really hurt.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But live and learn.
yeah, but from what I heard, though, Brunswick's not making the frames no more.
No, he quit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we bought so many of them.
Well, I got 2 more of them upstairs that aren't in use yet.
hmm
I got the one leaning against the wall here.
Yep. So there's still 3 frames that I know of that's not in use then.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever get your pro motor done and start on my motor,
That motor sits over there on that bench. I don't know if it'll ever go.
Ah, yeah, it will.
Yes.
It might be a conversational piece. Just put it on the shelf and leave it sit. I don't know.
we got to fire it at least once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys, is there anything else this year or anything you guys heard of that's coming up?
Just local stuff. I haven't heard of no big events.
Okay.
Have you?
No, I haven't. That's what I've been contemplating, whether to yank a motor out and start getting it ready for Springfield, but I didn't want to do that without then something pop up, but I haven't heard or seen anything. So
Right.
Well, there's supposed to be a big one over in PA. I just seen it on Facebook.
yeah, Hammer Time's got one over there. That Chris and Tiff, that
Yeah.
group, they're doing their over by what is that, McConnellsville?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not going to really have nothing for 5K for me over there. We're contemplating taking Dylan's tractor,
Uh-huh.
but that also could entail I'll just turn the boxes up and take it.
How's Dylan's tractor been doing? And we haven't been out around to see anything.
Doing good. He won Stark County. I think I can't remember Hook. He won the Hookstown overall, which was pretty good since we put that pull on for what. Well, I've been doing it. This was our 8th year,
Yeah.
and we've been doing the 2-night show now. This was a 4th one, and he's never won over there.
Wow.
Really?
So this was the first year that he was able to bring the trophy home that, for all his hard work.
Right.
There you go.
Morning, Willie.
But, yeah, little Alice is doing real good.
Good.
Well, I remember when I used to go against him with Just Creeping. He used to get so mad.
Oh yeah. He's calmed down a little bit.
He's
A little
grown.
bit.
He's grown up
A little bit.
Yeah, he's it was funny. We was over there back in the spring, and him and his girlfriend bought a house,
Uh-huh.
and so wound up while I was there, I just stayed in his old room, and he walked in there, and I'm looking around, and I got thinking about it, and I said, now I remember why we pissed so many people off, because his trophy shelf was sitting there, and I'm like, there's first, second, and third from that poll, or first and second, how it went of top 3. We had so many trophies from the same place,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
and we were taking top places, and it's like, I got the first there, I got the second there, I'm
Yeah.
like, now I know why people didn't like us.
Right. But on that note of taking them, a lot of money has been spent to get there. And
Oh
people
yes, it has.
understand, if you don't invest it into your tractor, you're not going to get there.
Nope.
And then you have these guys that just take them home, put them in the garage, and they're going to fix themselves, and they're going to go back out the next time, and they're going to do.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, that's last year. There was a poll, and a guy got upset. Sort of knew him a little bit. They were just starting out, and was going to get out of it. And I sat down and explained to him and his dad. I said, he thought he spent $500 and put a billet flywheel in and unhooked the governor on a 25 horse, and he's going to run with us.
Oh,
That ain't
geez.
happening.
And got discouraged.
Right.
And I went to him. I'm like, look, you don't think you're putting $500 in a motor and going to run with my $5,000 motor. Okay.
Exactly.
Not happening.
because if you do, I'm going to my engine builder. He's got a lot of explaining to do.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
So, but yeah, they just thought they were going to show up and show everybody and then got upset when it didn't happen. And there's a lot of people out there like that now that think that.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's not cheap to be up there in the top 5. It's just you're and it's ongoing thing. You go to a pool, you come home and you work on something. You
Yeah.
figure out more about it. And it's that simple.
Yeah. And you're not going to stay up there if you don't do that.
Exactly. It's not going to heal itself.
That's how I got a 20 horse to pull with a 25 class and did fairly well.
Right.
It's not, I didn't pull the thing off a tractor or off a lawnmower and bolt it on a frame and go out. I put a lot of money into that thing, a lot of time, a lot of, testing, tuning, everything else, to get it to run like that.
Yeah.
I'm just sad that the board got so bad on it that I got to step up.
Well, and that's the thing. You look at it. Look at where it was when we started, and you look at it now.
Yeah. It has gone totally stupid now.
Yep.
And the motors every year just keep getting bigger and bigger, and the liners and sleeves and stuff keep getting even more stupider.
Yep.
That's like down at Stumptown. We just watched a 16 horse completely split and lift the whole head off of it, took the hood off the tractor, split the guy's head and ear open, and he never even had a damn head strap on the motor.
Jesus.
Yeah. Why you would bore that big and sleeve and not put a head strap to keep it from launching it?
Yeah.
Pretty stupid.
He might as well just walk out on the track with all that money and just threw it up in the air and said, "Here."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Well, sort of thing there is who let that thing get on the track.
Well, that's just it. There is really no tech looking at this stuff.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it was lots of sparks and fire when it came apart.
A good 4th of July show?
Yeah.
Well, I wish I would have had my GoPro on the tow tractor, because I was getting ready to go up right there beside that tractor, but I had to stop because I couldn't stay on the pit side. I had to go out on the track to get around, and I stopped. And if I would have been 10 seconds earlier, I would have been around that cone and sitting right beside him when it went apart.
Wow.
Yep. You done now, Scott?
Well, hey, you guys have a good one. I just pulled in here, so I'm going to go get clocked in, and I'll catch
right.
up with you after a bit.
All right, well, Don.
See you later.
You done now, Scott? He lost.
Fun.
You hooking up to another set?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
It's awful bright where he's at.
Yeah.
Well, he's to the east of us, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That ain't bright. That's fog.
Oh.
Fog.
That's all I got here is fog.
Oh, Lord. Uh-oh.
I gotta go out. I gotta go out again tonight.
Oh, my coffee cup's got a hole in it.
It's empty already. Dang.
it's getting there.
Yeah. So anyway, back to that fuel stuff, Ed. According to them, the plastic can will pull the potency out of something in that plastic can, absorbs it. But I didn't think it really would, but that's wrong. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that was my plan was to clean that can there out good, and just use it for my storage can, and
Right.
I was at work. I got some small, like 1 gallon, uh, paint thinner cans.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about cleaning one of those out to use.
Right. Yeah, just something in that plastic gas can just absorbs the
Well-
potency out of that fuel. And I thought that once plastic was sealed up, that it wouldn't absorb it, but that was incorrect. So I don't know.
Yeah, he said it just takes all the potency out of it, and the fumes and everything come out of it, but you don't smell it.
All right. It's
Absorb.
minutely porous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said even if you do it for an hour or two, it already starts. As soon as you pour it in there, it's starting to lose it.
Come on, you old witch.
You just wait, Bocce. I'll fill that coffee cup up.
Come here, you stupid thing. Get over there.
Oh Lord.
Oh, shut up, you stupid thing. Go beep at somebody else.
I figure if there's a couple of old lacquer cans sitting there, and then there are actually some acetone cans sitting there. So I figure if it's good enough to store acetone and stuff in, it'd be good enough to store alcohol in.
Yeah. Willie, what kind of motor are we talking about that you're wanting to put a head strap on?
We made ours.
Ours are homemade. We put steel brackets into the block with dial rod up and aluminum bar across the top of the head, so you don't put pressure on the head, but you run it down just snug. So if it does blow the head off, there's a little room to give, but the head's not going flying.
Yeah. On the PTO side, you can use a couple of auxiliary mounting holes, and then run your usually half-inch rebar, or not rebar, all thread up.
Yes.
On the other side, sometimes you have to drill and tap the block, or find something along that side there to attach it to.
Right. And if you're talking a V-twin, Willie, you can actually use like a nylon strap completely around the motor and over top of the head with a safety buckle.
Yep.
You know, don't pull it down tight. Just snug the strap. And if it does launch it, it's not going nowhere. It's going to hit that strap and stay there.
Yeah, I seen one guy in the V-twin. He took the breather bracket, must have had a custom one made, because there's a place for that strap to go through and then back up the other head. You know, it comes down one head under that thing and then back up the other side, so it stays close to the jug going around.
Yes.
And then it was actually on each side was attached to the frame.
Right.
There's so many different ways
Yep, you
do
can
that.
attach it to the frame, or you can go all the way around the motor, because usually you got a steel plate down there in the bottom that the motor's hooked to. And just snug that strap and it'll stop it.
Yep.
All right, Lucky. Thanks for stopping by.
Who's that guy? I never heard of him before.
Who's that?
You got that lucky. Who's he?
He was a guy that went on vacation and just returned.
Oh, okay. Never heard of him.
Yep, pretty decent fella. Check him out.
I thought if you're talking, I thought you meant that lucky mud guy. I thought he died.
No, he didn't die.
But the heads, like you were saying, Mark, the head straps aren't to keep the jug on. It's to keep the parts from hurting people.
Flying.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a catcher.
Yeah. It's just to keep the stuff contained.
Yeah.
Just kind of like on the drag cars now, they're putting what they call diapers underneath of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So if they break a crank and stuff like that, it doesn't.
Go everywhere.
Well, it's to contain the oil, but it's also to contain the parts. You know.
Right.
And And like on the big tractors, you have to have the trans blanket that goes around the transmission. Same thing. Keep parts from.
Yes.
You know,
That's the only thing on my quarter-mile car that I did run was the trans blanket to keep it from coming up through the floor. The
Well,
parts.
the neat thing now is a lot of the aftermarket transmissions for the drag cars and stuff. They're making, they call them bulletproof casings.
Yes.
You don't have to run the blankets no more, and it actually keeps the transmissions cooler.
Right.
You know, so because I've been watching a lot of the drag racing videos and stuff like that, and you know, a lot of them cars, man, you can look right down that transmission and drive lines right there beside you. There's no tunnel or anything, and I'm like, man, that's not safe. Then they started explaining that their aftermarket, these manufacturers are making these trans cases for that. They're lighter, but they're stronger. You know, so
Yeah, I need to get in touch with MC Machine. I need some new bits for my lathe. I'm getting parts together for an opposed twin.
Willie, watch. Those opposed twins don't like to have the heads and stuff milled down.
No.
I've ran them for our pulling engines. I've got a 16 over there, and I've got an 18. And everybody I talked to, the guys that were running the big Raptor motors and stuff like that for kart racing and stuff like that, said they don't like to have the heads milled down. They don't like to have the blocks milled down. It takes away from them. So, I mean, you can.
The best thing that you can do really is a little cleanup shave. I mean, a small cleanup shave on the opposed head.
Yeah.
But not much at all because it will force it to come apart, the compression.
Yeah. They love to be ported and polished.
Right.
Everything. So.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I had both of mine running pretty dang good, and like I said, everybody I talked to, I was talking to the couple top builders of those motors, and they said absolutely not. They do not like to be milled. It's something about the geometry of the crank, the connecting rods. He said they start breaking connecting rods and stuff. So.
So back to connecting rods. Now that we're talking about connecting rods, why is my connecting rod so much bigger than yours on that motor?
Because that's a bigger guy. He needs bigger connecting rods.
Oh Lord!
I told you I had some stuff invested in that 20 horse.
But obviously not enough.
Well, no, it was still a good running motor.
Yeah, it was out there.
When you could rock, you know, the piston back and forth an eighth of an inch, you know, it was time to.
It just says that they're seated in good. Think about it. It still ran.
And miraculously, I had an extra half a quart of fluid in the crankcase when I got done pulling.
Yeah. That's just a little extra fuel. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Mm. It just makes the boom a little bit louder.
That's what I was afraid of.
Kaboom.
Or washing the bearings with that extra fluid down in there, you know, and making it go from, you know, 10,000 RPMs to 0 RPMs instantaneously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that stupid thing?
That makes sense.
That makes sense, Willie.
Willie, which block are you using? 16, 18, 20.
Oh, let's see here.
Because if memory serves me correct, the 16 horse is like a 38 cubic inch. The 20 is a 42 cubic inch, and the 20 is like a 47 inch or 46 inch motor.
I thought that was about a 48, wasn't it? Almost a 48.
Yeah, they're the 20 horse
Late model 21.
Briggs are a big bore motor.
Yes, 3.57 bore.
Yeah, whenever I was looking to build one, I searched high and low for a 20 horse, and there was none. That's why I went with the 18.
Yeah.
Because I could out cubic inch any V twin.
An early model 21, 2.46 stroke.
Yeah. And the whole reason I quit pulling that motor, well, one, the rear end wouldn't hold up to it, but is I wanted a steel flywheel, and nobody made one.
Right.
I could build a nice running V twin for the price of having a flywheel made.
Right. But all right, everybody, it's time for me to head off for breakfast, and I want to thank everybody for coming in, and we'll see y'all later. You'll have to watch and see if we're going to do a live tonight. I'm not sure.
It's already up.
Okay, I guess the wife just told me it's already up. So, and Ed already split. So I guess we are going to do a live this evening. So we will see you all later. Thanks for coming in, and have a good day. We'll see you all later.
Have fun.